gonna be control on Trump's side.
So it's
Trump has the first turn. Oh no.
No, not
Drawing
really.
cards.
We'll see who has the first turn.
Jar of Frailty.
Groinkpff really aggressively mulliganing for a really good starting hand actually. And Trump having a pretty decent one as well.
And getting in a Klex.
Groinkpff has the first turn.
Nothing much you can really do. The only thing you can do when you have first turn is either drop one drop or move your avatar because you can't really attack.
And now we're back to Trump. He has the advantage of picking a stat before his opponent. He's gonna go with energy, going close to enabling his skill. A lot of situational cards for Trump though. While Saffron has really decent drops every turn. And it'll be up to Trump to really get those threats out of the way as soon as they drop on the battlefield.
And seems to be dropping Daughter of Frailty down, moving his avatar to the other side.
Looks
Attacking
like
the core.
yeah, he's not really interested in subduing Trump's avatar, so he's just gonna go for that quick win because he knows that he's against control.
Seems to be going for the energy yet again because we need to get sufficient energy points for the late game, for those big boy cards.
And to get rid of that curse.
And to get rid of the curse, of course. Damn curses.
Trump has multiple options to get rid of that Daughter of Frailty. And he's gonna go with the lonely little Cove Clod to deal that one missing damage.
Genius.
And that weakness is out of his hand.
On to Groinkpff. Also, trying to go for that energy is going to enable him to use his skill, Toss Log. Oh, that's
He will eventually have to go in with a lot of leadership, just so he can survive hitting other units and getting that more payoff. And he went with energy.
with the hag.
And he's gonna continue hitting the core, dropping that virulent hack, forcing Trump again to move somewhere else.
Oh, Infestor.
Pretty standard play, going for more energy. He will be needing it soon enough.
Klexer. Maybe Enfeeble.
Deciding to get that
Or
mine.
drop the Klex Mine. Oh, he's going for the Enfeeble.
That
And
Enfeeble will
moving
last
his board.
until his next turn, so that hag won't be getting rid of anything that easily.
Here we have Groinkpff again. Still choosing his attributes. Going for Overcharge. And he gets Concentrated Venom.
Not really helpful right
Yeah.
now, but he does have the Terrace Vindicator to help him get a
Eradicate
really big
some of the
presence.
units. Yeah.
So it's gonna be a 5-4. Pretty big menacing thing for Trump right now.
He's gonna get,
Clearing the cold
Rid of
plot,
that.
pretty standard play.
yeah. Already having such a
And
thick minion.
that toss log damage.
Well executed. And that's about it. He's out of resources. He could move his avatar, but he
The
already
only
attacked.
thing is he going to hide him behind the Vindicator, or is he
Yeah,
going to
or
let
behind
Trump
a
hit
hag.
him?
I guess he's gonna leave it like that. Yep.
Just to get that toss log activated.
Trump can now easily get rid of that hag, but we have a lot of choice here.
Well, Trump will definitely avoid hitting his avatar right now, because he doesn't want that Vindicator to grow anymore. So he's probably gonna put some minions in front of it. Probably
Think
lay
about
down
Nether
the
Spitter.
mine.
Yep, that is better. Get some vulnerability counters. Makes it easier to kill in the coming turns. Or not. He changed his mind.
He could go for the Infestor,
Yeah.
so he can have some board presence
Throw in the
after.
Klex mine as well, because he doesn't have enough energy to enfeeble again.
There goes the
And
mine.
there goes the mine. And a 1/1 Voidling on his side. A little bit of a company here, stacking up on the right side of the board. Pretty much it. Oh, Groinkpff getting the spike trap. Thinking of overcharging again, because he doesn't really see a lot of choice in his hand.
Spike Trap really not something he wants to see right now.
Yeah.
He would rather see some more minions. Although
Yeah.
his 5, 6, and 7 are already almost predetermined, because well, he
Here
is
we
going to go
see-
with some lesser minions.
But he's gonna take 2 damage.
Yeah, but they'll just reduce him to a 7-3, and that's really no. It's still going to be very hard for Trump to deal with.
Yeah. Also, the vulnerability counter didn't count because it was a spell hit, not a physical combat hit on the unit. Another Nether Spitter for Trump. He's probably looking to increase his energy yet again. Or
Yeah, that +1 health on that Vindicator really giving Trump some troubles,
yeah,
because that vulnerability really just. I mean, he can clear the board right now, and
yeah.
he probably should, since he's up against the mid-range deck, and it's really not going to be useful down the line. So he's just gonna get rid of them both right now, and then start wailing at the core.
And that's it for the Vindicator. Goodbye. Spike trap.
Now we'll see if Trump will decide to leave one blocker, just because
Yeah,
There's
another
a-
spitter is open.
danger of Rudra Knight just coming in and subduing Zhutuk.
Yeah.
Maybe a
And-
defensive Nether Spitter. No, he's actually going to pressure him as well.
And seems like he's gonna drop. Oh no, he didn't. All right, leaving his avatar in the open.
So yeah, there is no, unless he's overcharges, there is no danger right now of actually subduing Trump's avatar. Looking for, really
Still-
thinking about his choices here.
Yeah, it should be leadership at this point. And punching back. Also, toss log is available.
Not to mention that now the spider can
Ooh,
lock down the.
snared all of them, making them completely useless for one turn.
So this will allow Groinkpff to get some breathing room to get back. and to really assess what he wants to get rid of. Trump, meanwhile, doesn't really have any really valuable minions to drop. A lot of them, again, really good against aggro. Not really good against...
Overcharging instead of going for energy, and getting a 10 drop on energy. Not what he was looking for.
But he'll have to do right for now. He'll probably want to move behind that line of 4 minions.
Yeah,
in that
his
zone
avatar's
just to protect his avatar.
pretty vulnerable right now. It's gets really easily killed. Gonna use that. Feeble.
Using a double enfeeble so it doesn't
really trade efficiently.
It can trade with everything except the trap maker.
He can't really, unfortunately he can't put any more units into that lane because 4 is the maximum number of units in one lane.
And right now, Groinkpff has that deadly Orniset coming in.
Oh yeah, Orniset time.
Orniset is going to put in the 6 free damage on Trump's score.
Yeah. Gonna trade that spider into the 2/2 and kill the Voidling, enabling Toss Log
and enabling Orniset to attack.
Easy 6 damage to the core. Nice move.
Now he's looking to either remove the 2/3 or adding additional 2 damage. Less blockers is always, you know, no blockers is the best blocker.
And that's about it. Maybe he would move Saffron to the other side, but nope, he's not gonna do that.
Unfortunately, Trump not that close to that Devour reality turn.
Here's a blinker.
He'll probably want to raise his energy now.
Yeah, definitely.
And start dropping some creatures to block that Orniset. Just has to be careful not to reduce any of his minions to 1 health so that Orniset doesn't have a double attack.
It's gonna be...
He might even be going for an Orniset kill here. He changed it, or maybe
2 damage.
Not. Still waiting for some place for Trump. So it's
kill.
So it's going to be both a blocker and a pretty decent chunk of damage on Orniset.
Yeah.
He'll probably use the Lashcaster to get rid of the spider. And just add another Warpling for utility removal.
Yeah. Jumping around. Putting that damage into Groinkpff's avatar.
And it's completely okay to hit his avatar here because he already has the option to hit a unit.
And
so this way you're pushing 1 extra damage on him.
Double enfeeble as well, making it even harder to execute something with Orniset.
Daughter of Frailty, not really the draw he was looking for. So
Going to overcharge, most likely.
Just to find
looking for something useful. Ooh.
Phageborn, while being a good card, isn't really that useful here. Because he's probably looking for a Battle Master to raise his power so he can start clearing those units, get Orniset up and running. Looks like he might be trying to going for a...
But sacrificing his avatar. Is it worth it for 4 damage on the core?
Well, he's not being threatened by any lethal, especially with that Blasted Larva in the play.
True. But considering he has 2 energy cards in his hand, Oh yeah,
But
you cannot attack the avatar.
Trump has no way of healing his core, so this reduces
True.
any chances that he might have to overcharge, because he's in dangerous territory right now. But he can play Devour Reality and hope that Groinkpff ran out of minions to play.
Thinking really hard right now.
He probably looks how to utilize the Malefice to efficiently clean his board, and he can actually do that with dealing 1 damage to everyone with the Lash Caster, and then using the
Going for energy.
He'll be going for the Malefice clean right about here. Very efficient clean.
Getting rid of the Orniseth.
And right now, Trump seems to be in a pretty good
Position, right?
position. He doesn't have anything threatening on the board, and his opponent is still at a fairly high life total. But then again, he doesn't have any units.
That was really nice clear.
And with no avatar, there's no toss log, and Trump can safely spend the next 2 turns raising his energy for that possibly devastating dominate will.
Yeah. We'll see what's in store. Ooh.
Groinkpff getting that really good
Brandon
run.
Corbin.
He'll have to raise his leadership for this to work.
Yeah, leadership still works even if your avatar is subdued. It doesn't really have any effect.
And if he plays the Daughter of Frailty, it might even be a big incentive for Trump to use that Devour Reality to really get rid of this board.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit crowded here.
Because he has a lot of puny units that don't really do much, but that Devour Reality could be... and there's another Orniseth that isn't really in Trump's deck, but there it is.
Yeah, it's also cheaper.
But first of all, he will try to find a more efficient, clear option here.
Yeah.
Which he can do if he sacrifices his avatar, but he's not going to do that. Missing 1 damage on the core with that blink.
Yeah, could have used that. Hopefully it's not gonna be fatal for him.
He might have realized that he missed 1 damage. A little smirk on his face.
I tend to forget.
And there's a subdue for Groinkpff.
Yeah, definitely. Redronite is here. Pretty nice draw. We saw a slight smirk.
Forcing Avatar to Trump to just 1 life on his core. Very dangerous position to be, but not impossible to recover from.
No toss log. No toss log for you. Putting in the spike trap just to prevent anything being put on the board.
This looks like a win for Groinkpff.
Yeah, definitely.
Because he can, if Trump plays a unit, he can just use his toss log. If he doesn't play a unit, he just attacks with his avatar.
Orniseth, okay.
Orniseth
eating the spike trap.
Spike trap, and yeah, that's pretty much game 1 going for Groinkpff.
Either way, he wouldn't be really be able to protect himself because the huge leadership on the Saffron doesn't matter. Also, his trait making it really
and
easy.
And just dealing 1 damage, and that's game 1 for Groinkpff.
Game 1 for Groink.
Knights to do the same.
Not again. Okay, mirror match, both control decks. Let's see what kind of draw we have.
Well, at
pretty
least in this
decent.
matchup, nobody has any way to heal their core, so all damage will be permanent. Groinkpff actually having a really decent start. A 1 in a 1 to the 2 to the 3.
Mm-hmm.
While
Pretty nice.
Trump
Oh.
also not too shabby.
Yeah.
Getting a 6 mana, 6 essence hazard, really cool.
Well, we're in for a treat. Groinkpff choosing his attributes. Obviously, going for energy. That's what this deck is all about.
Yeah, because with their trait, they can both use their ability twice, and it gives them a passive +1 leadership, so they never actually have to raise leadership
Yeah.
in
It's just
order for their units to have their full potential unlocked.
basically a tug of war right now.
Trump will probably want the investor and getting that blinkling low enough to finish it off next turn. Nothing much else he can do.
Yeah.
And we're back to Groinkpff.
Malefice.
Both players drawing their early game very early,
Yeah.
so this might actually be a bit quicker match than we anticipated. Groinkpff with that energy advantage for going second.
And not being able to attack for a little bit. The animation's messing up. Back over to Trump. Already drawing that.
There's that Devour Reality.
Already
which will-
drawing Devour Reality, yeah.
And it probably won't be used to destroy a whole lot of minions.
Yeah,
It's probably going
there's
to be
not
like
gonna be that
just
many.
one minion, one big threat, and just, devour it along with, reality.
Yeah. Here goes Enfeeble and a free 1/1 for Trump.
And
Yoink.
a Warpling in his hand, didn't play it.
Yep.
Probably didn't
What a-
want to overextend his board into
Oh, true.
Malefice.
True. Now we have some collects.
Gonna start putting some traps around.
There goes the mine.
The Kleck's Mine. Trump is probably anticipating this, so
Yeah.
and he has a really good minion to clear it. Going for that core damage because they both know all damage here will be permanent.
Energy yet again. What else would you take with this deck? And now we're thinking about a little bit. We're just playing with these really small minions. Infesting back and forth. As we said already, Enfeeble,
Going
attack
for
with
that
your
free
avatar.
1/1 for some free 1/1 units. Also maybe, yeah, going for that Malefice clear.
Malefice! Already.
He doesn't really expect his board to grow out of control. So it's completely fine like this. And he
And
knows about the
taking-
mine, so he's going to use his avatar to clear it, and probably he might trigger the mine with his
yeah.
co-pod who did his job already.
Or thinking about putting in the blinker. Yup. Just to have something on our side. Oh, also.
Or maybe he
Moving.
wants to keep it around, use that Warpling since it's a 1/3 to
Yeah.
clear the mine.
True. It's very useful for that. Yup. And there we go, another Warpling. Another energy point. Groinkpff not really having anything on his board right now. Putting a Klexer down on the right side. And a Warpling.
Really, both players just trying to get some sticky minions out. Groinkpff still keeping that Malefice to punish Trump if he ever tries to overcommit on one side.
Yeah. As soon as you have 3 minions in one side, I think it's a good time to use it. And Feeble going down until the next turn.
Protecting his Warpling.
Yeah. And that will be it. There's no more resources to use.
He can't play the mine because he already has a mine.
Yeah.
So no two ambushes can be at the same time on the field.
Now, probably gonna go for that mine to trigger the mine with the blinker, the Warpling.
Trump getting close to his Hazarin, his 6 Essence Hazarin, and his opponent won't probably be expecting that.
Oh yeah.
So it's going to be a very strong turn for Trump.
I can't wait to see it work. Finally. There we go. Blinker survived. Easy clear. And probably gonna put in a mine as well.
Yeah, bro.
That's about it. Not really much to think about anymore, I'd say. I'm not sure if he already attacked with his avatar. There's still that
He did.
left. Okay, so
You can see the attack icon is
it's
closed.
hidden, yeah. Groinkpff still sitting at full HP.
But Groinkpff's having a really good solution for that Hazarin that's coming next turn with the Eradicate.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that Hazarin, even though it's coming in a turn earlier, it's not going to be a problem.
Yeah, hopefully he gets that energy point, because what else would you go for right now?
Well, maybe Overcharge, because he wants to get to his threats.
Yep, energy it is. He's got a couple of units here to drop as well. Maybe going for the Enfeeble.
Probably going
Double
for the
Enfeeble, by the way. Or
Well,
Flex
it's
Mine.
just a 1/1. He really does need the double Enfeeble. Or any Enfeeble for that matter.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I keep forgetting. You can Enfeeble locally only.
Oh, looks like he did a slight miscalculation forgetting to use his
Yeah, I see.
Enfeeble. We'll see if that 1 damage on his avatar will be a problem for him later.
Alright, there's another Klex Mine, but shall survive. Some damage to the core.
And really, Hazarin is a really good play here, but maybe he wants to savor it for when he gets rid of some of his removal spells, but I don't think he will risk not playing, not using all of his essence right now.
Yeah. Also wondering if there's a Deny in this deck?
No, there is no Deny in this
There's
deck.
no Deny in this deck.
Because Deny is more of a tempo card when you want to protect your board, and since in control matchups you don't have a board, going for the double Enfeeble just to reduce the damage his core is going to get. But leaving his avatar open to Groinkpff's avatar to hit him.
And another energy point. Going for
Now
a
we'll
core
see
here. 2
if
damage.
he's going to go with Devour Reality or Eradicate. probably go with the Devour Reality, since even after destroying Hazarin, there's not much else he can do.
And oh, I see. Okay. Still can't use.
Going for the Eradicate after all.
Yeah. Got some Voidlings over here. And trade. Oh.
Going for that damage
Going for the
because he
core.
knows
All right.
that those minions are going to die either way, and he doesn't want to risk himself getting exposed to Devour Reality and Subdue.
Another energy point for Trump.
Oh, and Trump got Lamtaru.
Yeah.
And that's going to be really valuable for him, getting a lot of Voilings out of this exchange. He might even be going for a double Enfeeble. So his options are play the Lamtaru, or maybe go for a double Enfeeble on the 4-3, and dealing with the Ambusher 2 damage and finishing it off with the Avatar, and maybe leave Lamtaru for another turn, and he will be going for the Lamtaru. So all of Groinkpff's units are now infested.
That's a lot of Voidlings. And double
Fair
Enfeeble.
amount of Voidlings, yeah.
There we go. So, gotta kill the 1-1 to get the 1-1 back. And I guess move his avatar to the other side. Get rid of that 1-1 as well. And that's about it for Trump's turn for now. It's a good execution.
Well, here's one of the solutions to Trump's big minions.
Here's a reason to go overcharge. No,
Eradicate
you can
is
eradicate
good.
Lamtaru.
It doesn't really seem like the most valuable play here, because
True,
Lamtaru is
it's
just a 5/4,
already- Yeah.
and here he has efficient, clean board clear with Malefice. Getting rid of those 1/1 Voilings. Probably going to ignore the Lamtaru for now.
Yeah. She did her job. He still has an Enfeeble. Could move over to the other side. Eventually reduce attack by 1.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Both players low on cards and still pretty high on life.
1 Infestor over at Trump's side.
So we'll probably see them
And
going
overcharge.
even more into overcharge now.
Yeah, so we're really getting the need for more units, more useful units. There's
good.
an easy Voidling.
And a very, very good clear with that Ambusher. Get another
Also,
efficient trade with
another.
a double Enfeeble, allowing his Lamtaru to survive.
Yeah.
And we'll see if he'll want to drop another unit. Maybe he doesn't want to risk it getting into Devour Reality territory, because this will be quite a grindy matchup.
And just another Infestor. Maybe going to overcharge here. Oh, we're going for an energy instead.
Yeah, he wants that. He wants to have that dominate will
Yeah.
up after he uses Devour Reality just so he can get his big threat he plays after the Devour Reality.
Still thinking about it. Probably gonna get rid of the 1/1 Voidling. Or
Yeah, he
here we
wants
go.
that Voidling to have something on the board, unlike Trump.
Yeah. Keep his avatar safe. He won't attack that 1/1 unit. There's no reason to.
But Trump can rebuild his board. He has the technology.
Yeah. He has some mines coming up. Going for that energy. Just to make sure we can play Devour Reality if we need to. Really? Sacrificing the avatar here?
No, he has Enfeeble. He doesn't
Oh,
have
Enfeeble.
to sacrifice
All right, all right.
anything.
Yeah. It's always confusing when you're clicking something around the avatar, you know, if it's the skill or the attack or the physical attack of the avatar. Festing it.
To get a little Voidling of his
A little
own.
free Voidling here.
And we can probably expect a 4-3 out of on the other zone.
Yeah. +1 energy for Trump.
Groinkpff getting some early game minions, not really something he wants to see
Yeah.
right now.
Really dry on the cards right now, but he did go for energy and gonna use it to steal the 4/3 from Trump to hide and also subduing his avatar, making him unable to use his energy cards. Just dropping the Nether Spitter over to have some board. Or
And the
He
Nether
could've-
Spitter and the 2/2 has to trade with the Nether Spitter because the Voidling won't be able to do it because Trump doesn't have his avatar now. Well, that is a really good minion for Trump, but he still needs to find those really good energy cards. Like, he needs a Dominate Will of his own
yeah.
to start chaining it with Beholder of Echoes.
Still got that Klex. Trap Maker. Yeah, having no Enfeeble is pretty tough. Because it just lets you clear almost for free.
And just having these two units, it's not really going to do much for Trump because the enemy, Groinkpff still has his avatar, so he can enfeeble him. Trump trying to lay the
Yeah.
mine, but he can't. No
Sadly.
avatar.
There's not much to
So
do.
it's going to be pretty much a harmless trade for Groinkpff, just using that double enfeeble. And they'll probably both be doing their overcharge right now.
Getting that Eradicate.
Double eradicate for Groinkpff.
Yeah.
Really good to clear out Trump's big creatures.
If there's gonna be any soon. Just gonna trade here.
Oh, he's not even going to
Didn't
enfeeble
enfeeble.
it. Interesting.
Yeah. Could have actually double enfeeble and just saved 2 HP on that unit, but yeah, quick thinking. That's where it gets you.
There's Trump's own Hazarin that really won't survive that long.
Trump looking to get overcharge here again, trying to get some units, and we see here something that could potentially be stolen?
Well, Lashcaster will just clear his 4-1. It will get a body on the... Or he'll use the Ambusher, we'll see. Ambusher is probably better here, because it can deal with the 4-1 and be a dangerous 3-2 body in play.
We're still thinking about it though.
Hazarin is definitely a good play.
Yeah, you could
but
definitely play that.
Trump knows that his opponent, by this time, he's going to have some Eradicates. Some way of dealing with his Hazarin.
And there's no way around it. And that's the move he's gonna make. Just get rid of the 4-1 without taking any damage whatsoever.
And he's gonna wait on the Hazarin play.
Yeah. Pretty safe moves. Nothing to enfeeble. Oh yeah, actually. For some reason I thought it deals 2
finishing it
damage.
off with his avatar. Maybe even play a mine just to not accidentally get it back with Beholder of Echoes, but he's going to delay on using the mine.
Another overcharge coming from Groinkpff. Still a good core HP, getting a little Nether Spitter here. Easily cleared right side with Enfeeble.
Both players really holding their resources as much as they can, while still trying to put on some kind of pressure.
Yeah.
With Trump being really close to actually subduing Groinkpff's avatar, but not quite there yet.
Yeah. I guess he could go for the 3-drop, get rid of the...
I think he
unit
still
on
waits.
the right.
He can still wait.
Still waiting? Well, yeah, it's not going to deal a lot of damage, but...
He wants full value out of each of his units.
That's it. Ended his turn. Another Nether Spitter here. Those very early game cards.
Well, the thing about Nether Spirits is that they can still be quite useful because
Yeah.
that one vulnerability
You enfeeble and
isn't
then-
really just +1 damage, but if you have multiple units, that's between +1 damage and +4 damage to a unit, which can be really devastating for really expensive units facing off multiple smaller
And
ones.
there goes that. They're just clearing each other's lanes.
And now we're gonna have a couple of ambushers clearing each other's ambushers.
Ooh,
and
Amino.
wow, Amino actually copied Trump's Amino, and Groink having a good chuckle about that. This hasn't actually happened on the in the feature match area before. This is quite interesting. So it's still a decent 3-drop. Usually at 4, but yeah, it copied an Amino. That's really something.
Wow.
It's a 3 essence for a 4/4. That's still pretty good. I mean, it could have been something better, but
Yeah. Better than these really low costs starting
this is one of the
cards.
rare times you're ever going to actually see Amino
Yeah.
being played, because he's always a copy. And yeah, the Trump realizing it too, that his opponent's Amino copied his Amino.
Now we're
Probably
just-
wants to clear the board here because his cards aren't really that good right now. And he can still play a mine.
Throwing in that Devour of Reality. Doing a little bit of a reset.
Still pressuring his opponent.
Yeah.
And that mine still just laying there. Probably waiting for something later in the game, so he confuses his opponent as to what ambush can that be.
There goes the Warpling. Each player taking little by little damage to the core.
One by one.
Yep.
And
it's a really slow process.
None of them have any healing, so
yeah,
every damage matters.
Oh, there's a Fortree. Finally, a little bit more powerful minion.
And this will probably
be eradicated.
And Trump is counting on that. Or maybe he's gonna drop his Hazarin right now, because his opponent does have only 10 energy, and he can double eradicate in one turn, and getting in 4 damage can be quite valuable. Deciding against that. Here's the little Cove Cloud back again.
Yeah. Even though it looked like we had a really nice draw at the beginning of the match.
Yeah, eventually, I mean, it's normal. Both decks have really good cards to deal with early game minions.
Oh, there it goes. There it goes. The overcharge. Getting another Devour Reality. Eradicating the first 4/3.
Eradicate.
Yeah. We have another one in store soon. Warpling being completely useless.
And that's 2 more damage.
But
or
still,
he wants to protect his avatar, it looks like.
Still a blocker, of course, because he didn't get exhausted.
Trump really waiting for those dominate wills so he can combo them with Beholder of Echoes. Those Beholder of Echoes are really going to be the deciding factor of this game.
Another Warpling. Another Spitter filling up the board with the small minions. And Feeble yet again. And
getting rid of that
that's
Warpling.
An easy clear. No reason to put in the Quex Mine.
Still guarding that Hazarin. Well,
yeah.
There's Groinkpff's Beholder of Echoes.
Leadership.
But still no dominate wills. I mean, he doesn't really have any other option other than just raising his leadership, because it will allow him not to be subdued by Trump.
Which will be pretty fatal now that we are at a high energy count and we have these powerful spells just waiting for the right moment.
Back to Trump. Already
Another
2
gen
Beholder of Echoes. So that one
leadership, more leadership.
So that one dominate will be really good for Trump. Both players still waiting for their dominate wills.
HP hasn't really changed much, and there it goes.
But I don't think he really wants to.
Yeah. What are
take a 1/3.
What are you gonna do with that?
But a 3/2. He can use the ambusher and his avatar to get rid of Enfeeble, to get rid of the Warpling, and Trump might actually want to take that.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it might be a good tempo play to take it, just to get something on the board.
And there it goes.
And there's another.
A lot more to be drawn. I think these are one of the first ones. And there's about 3 in each deck.
And there's the mine, finally. Getting rid of... He'll probably get rid of the 3-2. Moving his avatar over just for...
Double enfeeble going on.
Just to be safe, he's just going to enfeeble, double enfeeble it. And Trump missing 1 damage from the core.
Wasting that Klux mine, of course. Getting rid of that. The field is empty yet again. Going for that core damage is just 1, but getting some Klux mines again. Not really, not like we're gonna have too much action going on, but yeah, well, just let it be there. Because we're gonna need all that energy later.
Well, one of these players will have to start using their dominate wills on these smaller creatures just to get those big beholder of echoes on the board.
Trump's still holding back. Still holding back on throwing in.
But the problem is that once a beholder lands, then the opponent will start to dominate will him. Then you'll have to dominate will it back. And then we're just going to see who drew more dominate wills and more beholders.
Yeah.
And even when one player has 2 beholders, then there's just gonna be a devour reality to clear them up.
He's thinking really hard about his next move. Oh no! Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Oh yeah, he's going to go for it. Let's see if he'll.
Is he going for it?
Yeah, he's gonna go for that core damage. Not missing that, those... He already missed like 2 points of damage on the core.
Yeah. Actually, turns out it's pretty important.
And there we go, the first beholder.
Stole that Plexi boy. Oh, Lamtaru is showing up for Groinkpff.
Well, Lamtaru is actually... it would be decent with... Oblivion with Devour Reality.
Yeah. Sadly,
there aren't
not a lot of targets.
There aren't enough units on the board. So yeah, here it is. Here comes the Great Beholder battle. Who's going to steal more?
Dominating 5-5.
Who's
Over to his side.
More beholders?
And another one. Dominate will. We're gonna see a lot more of that going on.
Trump thinking about his options. He doesn't have a Devour Reality, which would be pretty decent here.
And a little useless Warbling.
Well, don't call it useless. It can still hit the... It's still unblockable when attacking the core.
Yeah.
And right now, every damage counts.
Let's see how he's gonna get out of this one. Dominate will. And then the 10 drop. We're at really high essence count right now. It's insane. Haven't really. Yeah. Even the Marion and Jtug match wasn't this long.
Oh, it was actually longer than this one, but
really,
this one isn't really going to conclude that soon.
Turns are shorter.
A Lamtaru Devour Reality might be of the play here because he'll have.
Might be an option.
He'll have more units than Trump at that point.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Trump can enfeeble them all and get rid of one, but still, that's a bunch of bodies on the field.
Guess he's going for it. Yep. There it goes. And that's gonna be 3/1/1 Voidlings for Groinkpff. 2 on the left side, hiding his avatar behind the 2. Even though at this point it's irrelevant, none of the avatars are gonna get subdued anytime soon.
Currently, Groinkpff seems to be in a pretty good position, but he does have a lot of, but Trump does have a lot of answers for his voidlings right now. The Trapmaker and the Warpling.
We still do have a Dominate Will on Groink's side as well, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
Groinkpff still has one Dominate Will.
Yeah, so Trump's still holding back to that 7 drop here. Clearing the board. Dropping in the Warpling.
And right now this is a menacing board. And Trump decides
there we
to
have
keep
it.
the. Looks like he decided to keep the mine. Save it for later.
Another Nether Spitter. It seems like at this point we're just drawing Nether Spitters and Warplings and it's infinite.
Well, sooner or later they're going to run out of cards.
Yeah.
And they both aren't really able to overcharge, because one overcharge and it could be game over for them.
Yeah. Still has that Eradicate. No matter what.
He's keeping that Eradicate because he knows Trump didn't play any. He didn't play his Hazarin yet.
Yeah.
So he really has to save it for a Hazarin, because if he doesn't, then it will be a problem for him to deal with it. Even though he has Dominate Will. But then again, Trump has Dominate Will as well.
Yeah. Just a tug of war.
Oh, and the Eradicate going.
Wow. I didn't anticipate that. He's actually going for it. Just to clear the board up a little bit.
And now Trump will probably drop his Hazarin in this. Because Trump knows that he has the advantage if he uses Dominate Will on it.
Alright, yeah. He could take it back, of course. Maybe we're finally getting somewhere. Maybe we're finally moving somewhere. Trump doesn't really have that much overcharge, but it really isn't smart to overcharge at this point, at this low HP. Really high essence count. I mean, if there was more cards, we could just dish them all out, but that's not really what you want to do right now. Crowd's really excited about this next play. Clearing up that Voidling nicely. What we've been seeing for the whole match already.
Now let's see if Trump will actually decide to drop that Hazarin. He's thinking about it.
Yeah.
He should probably do it since his opponent has only one card left in his hand.
He's thinking, but he knows that he has the 10 drop.
And there we go.
Yeah, it's finally out. He's been holding on to it for such a long time.
And once that Hazarin attacks something, then that's going to be a massive advantage for Trump.
Yeah.
Right now his only option is actually to use Dominate
Dominate is finally out. Yep, there it goes. And he's all out of cards. No more cards in his hand. He can't overcharge, he can't enfeeble, can still attack with his avatar. And still move him, if I'm correct. That's it. And now Trump's...
That's a decent
Trump's
drop
gonna
for
steal
Trump.
it back,
There's Dominate.
but it
Well,
won't be
again,
able to attack, obviously. Thinking about clearing up on the left side.
see Trump trying to contemplate his next move. Probably a good thing would be to clear the Lashcaster and hit with the Cove Claw the 4-3, making it susceptible to the mine.
Finally some damage to the core. Flex mine is down. And that's it. He's not gonna get that one damage in.
And that is not the job
Malefice.
he wanted to see.
Overcharge! Cheeky play! Surrender by Groinkpff.
Surrender, and that's 1-1 so
That's
far.
1-1. Looks like.
And now we see Groinkpff sticking with the control. Trump going for the mid-range.
Playing Vestige. Again, we know how good it is. We've seen what it can do. Keeping the regenerate run on the Avatar, Daughter of Frailty, and the Battle Master. And Groinkpff going first.
And having a pretty decent hand.
2 Warplings. Trump not really having any choice. No units to put onto the field. But he can still attack with his avatar, of course. And use Toss Log if he hits into the Warpling.
Yeah, he'll probably want to do that as much as he can this game. Just to whittle down his core as fast as he can. Really put the pressure on Zhutek.
Oh, seems like he doesn't really want to do that.
Missing 1 damage.
He made a mistake. Getting his energy up. Groinkpff. Putting another
Double
Warpling.
For Zhutek, this could mean quite a bit of damage if he decides not to trade with units.
Yeah.
Although I really don't think he'll choose to do that. But very good utility with them. Trump getting some pretty decent draws with a nice curve. Probably going for that leadership. Daughter of Frailty going to incapacitate one of the Voidlings. Trump going to miss 1 more damage.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Is he gonna do it? Yep. There's the Toss
And
Log.
the Toss Log.
And that's it. Weakest to one of the Warplings.
One of the Voidlings is now pretty much useless for the rest of the game.
Throwing back
Trying
the
to
curse.
get rid of that curse as soon as possible.
And actually trading some of the damage into his avatar to
Still.
make the kill.
Still, that Voidling is still a blocker.
Yeah,
The Warpling, not the Voidling.
obtaining a Flex Mind, which he cannot use now because it's already all out of energy. Over to Trump, choosing his attributes right now. Obviously going for the leadership. And dropping a 2-3 hack on the right side.
Probably going to
Another toss log.
to force Groinkpff to move to his zone.
Yeah. Probably going for the energy.
No real good, efficient way to get rid of the hack, unless he goes for energy, and then he use the Cove Clod and the Malefice to finish it off.
But does he really want to use it right now?
Probably.
Huh. Actually, gonna,
Decides against that.
yeah. Move all of his units to the left side. Throwing in a
Putting
Quack
some
Sign.
defenses up, sacrificing some avatar health.
Trump stacking up some energy here, so he will be able to use his Acid Mist soon.
Trump knows that that's a mine, so
Yeah.
he won't be attacking into it just like that.
Battlemaster just getting rid of that Voidling and moving his avatar to the left-hand side. Brian's thinking really hard about his next move. What to take. Hovering over leadership here. Actually, he went.
Yeah, with leadership he can actually survive a 3 damage hit. Knowing that Trump's avatar now has 2 power, this will allow him to, well, just get some more survivability.
Getting some of those Voidlings, filling his lane. Another Warpling. And some
And just
damage.
poking Trump with his avatar.
Oh, drawing in a spike trap.
Spike trap.
Would have been good if he had had it
He
earlier.
had it at the start, yeah.
Would have been really good. He's to attack now, raising his leadership, getting a little bit more comfortable on clearing some of the units with his avatar.
Placid Larva are really good for getting back in the game if he ever drops below some health, but really I don't think he has any issues right now.
Yeah. Toss log is available. Maybe
He
would
can
like
drop the Ambusher Worm and the Daughter, or he can just drop the big Placid Larva here.
He's still thinking, well, last wish it is. Toss log.
And get that Toss Log in.
And forgot to move his avatar, if I'm correct.
Well, he doesn't have to. He wants his opponent to hit him, so he can get more free Toss Logs. Getting close to some big threats here for Hazarin, and
Yeah.
Saffron doesn't have the luxury of hard removal against him, just like the Oblivion do.
There's no eradicate or anything.
There's only concentrated
similar.
venom, and he has to be at a adequately high enough leadership to actually be a hard removal.
Yeah, correct. It's going to hit him in the face, and 1 damage to Avatar.
Getting
Moving back
his
to
Avatar to
safety behind his
safety.
4-3. He's a blocker. He's not exhausted.
And there's another Battle Master for Trump.
That's some extra damage. He's already has his toss log activated thanks to Groinkpff attacking his avatar last turn.
Right now, I think that going for the Greater Arachne, just locking down the 4-3 until you get your leadership high enough to be able to clear it with your avatar would be a good play here. So we'll see if he'll go for that, or he'll go for the Battle Master and the Daughter. Both
thinking about it.
plays seem like a
Yep.
seem pretty decent.
Yep.
And he's going to go for the free clear. I mean, free. He's going to be at 1 life, but Saffron is no stranger in being at 1 life and still surviving.
And have that toss log going in on the core. Should be using it as much as possible.
We'll see if he'll draw something.
The 4-3.
Unfortunately for Groinkpff, he has no way of actually getting Saffron.
Oh, Hazarin going out.
Yeah, he wants to put on some kind of pressure since he can't really harm Trump's avatar right now.
Putting a curse back into the loop. That's about it. He can use his Enfeeble as well. And yeah, no way of getting to the Saffron, who's at very little HP.
He will probably want to go for more leadership now.
Yeah, just to keep him
That-
alive.
Just to stay alive. Yeah.
Eventually, he might get that regenerate card.
Right now he has he needs concentrated venom to deal with Hazarin. Going for energy to have access to that acid mist. He can take a hit from
Still didn't
he can-
use that spike trap.
He can take a hit from Hazarin, but he still doesn't have any kind of removal. He doesn't want to actually put any minions in front of Hazarin. Triggering
Lex
that
mine.
mine.
Removing Daughter from the right side. Oh, acid
Well,
mist.
acid mist
for
and
Hazarin.
Greater Arachne are pretty efficient ways to get rid of. Well, not very efficient. You're still trading 2 cards to get
Yeah.
rid of his 1 card, but at least his card won't get the reap effect.
He's really thinking about it. Yep,
So
he's
that-
going for it.
Acid Mist will be 3 damage over the course of 2 turns, and Greater Arachne is exactly 4 to finish off. And he still has to hide behind his units for now. So moving over to attack the core would be not a good play for Trump, and he looks like he noticed it, and yeah, he will be safe behind the spider. Unless Groinkpff decides to go for a Devour Reality here, just to get rid of Trump's avatar. But that won't really benefit him at this point.
Yeah, because he has...
But then again, his hand is full of really weak minions. And Feeble also allows his Hazarin to survive even attack from the spider. So maybe Trump will be
Getting rid of
forced
the Battle
to play
Master
another
here
spider.
on the right side. And dropping a 4-3 just to keep it safe here. That will be it, and Groinkpff is slowly getting low on cards, pretty low. That's some more core healing he won't really need, but in case something happens, which I doubt, because with this
Well, actually, right now, with the Virulent Hag and the Ambusher Worm, he can keep Hazarin in place long enough to get even more acid and possibly getting rid of it across 2 turns. Or he can just sacrifice his avatar right now.
Putting in the Spike Trap, finally getting rid of that. Yeah. Even though it's something you should do pretty much early on.
And he still has a spider to lock down the other side of the field.
Well, Hazarin is gone. And that's solved, but both players now at equal HP with the ambush down, with the spike trap.
Another spitter here, not really helping.
Yeah,
Groink.
not really helpful. We have Devour Reality here.
Well, not really. He has too many units on the board, while Trump's units aren't really that high of a value.
Yeah. Oh, he's
But
going
still
for
going
it.
for it.
He is going for it. He's thinking about
Or
it.
is he?
Let's see. Yup. There we go.
And,
It's all gone.
and he also got rid of the spike trap.
Yeah. That's 1 damage to Trump's score. Nothing else to do here. Should just end the turn. Another
Trump,
spike
still
trap.
no avatar.
Still no avatar back, and overcharging. Not really getting what he wanted, but at this point he just needs to put something on the board. A hag. And that would be it.
That's it. Just dropping a couple of units to put on some pressure, to put up some defenses.
Overcharging for the first time. Groinkpff getting a 10 drop here.
Maybe even decides to go for a Devour Reality, since Trump is getting low on cards. They're both getting low on cards, and we'll see. All of Groinkpff's minions are, all of his units are pretty low quality in this situation.
Yeah. Just like last game, is quite a drag. It was quite a drag with those really low value minions units.
But this is the deciding game for both players.
Yeah, finally.
and looks like he's going to let the larva do some damage on the other side of the board.
Finally, dealing more damage than just one to the core. Actually, he's gonna block with the infestor.
But Trump can pretty easily clear that infestor.
Yeah, he can pretty easily clear him up, but let's see. Oh, he's back with a 310 avatar. Some clearing power for him, some toss logs. Overcharging yet again. Disabling the lane on the right. Yup. He is gonna go for it.
Locking down the board. Adding a bit more damage to the enemy.
Easily clear up the left-hand side. Toss log. And maybe put in the spike trap?
He might.
Yeah.
There you go.
It.
We'll see if he'll want to do the Devour Reality again now.
Oh, overcharging.
Yeah, now he really has to fish for more answers and just generally more cards.
He's gonna heal him up a little bit, it seems.
Getting rid of that one.
And
Pretty good for
That's-
Groinkpff, but it gave Trump a lot of health to
Yeah.
use his overcharge.
quite the advantage right now.
Well,
He
attacking
is.
Trump, I would say, is the wrong thing to do at this point.
Yeah, another toss log. Especially now that they have such a difference in HP.
What's that? Rubbish. So we see here Trump with actually a decent number of cards in his hand, and he'll probably start clearing out those pesky little units with his avatar and just doing the 2 damage at a time.
It's really gonna get him ahead.
Putting Groinkpff on quite the clock.
Daughter of Frailty going down, cycling that curse around, or not.
I guess he doesn't want to overcommit into
Yeah.
another Devour Reality.
Yeah.
He knows he has in his deck, but isn't aware that it's in his hand. He's playing around it.
Still choosing his attributes here. Not really sure where to go with this. Can't really overcharge. It's gonna get him under 10 HP, which can be pretty fatal for him now that Trump actually has all those units in his hand. Can be. Oh, he's actually doing it. Eradicate.
Eradicate, well, actually he now has 2 Eradicates because after the
Yeah,
Eradicate
he has a
you
10
get
drop.
the Beholder of Echoes, so it's not, the game isn't over yet.
Yeah. This is not the end of the road, certainly. And I presume that's going to be his next move. Getting rid of the spider.
Getting that Beholder, getting back that Eradicate.
Huh.
But he's down to just 1 single card.
Yet again.
Actually
he's-
2.
Yeah. Just like a few minutes ago.
But Trump does have some
He had an
efficient tools
advantage
for...
with overcharging.
Pardon?
He's drawing the. Trump really had an advantage with overcharging, having a little bit more cards in his hand.
Well, yeah, he's going for it again.
Yep.
With the
Claw.
concentrated venom, he can easily get rid of the Beholder of Echoes. And he still has quite the clock on his opponent, because after that, his opponent will be left with just a 3-2 and a 1-2.
Yeah.
But not enough for a toss log, unfortunately.
He's only gotten a regenerate card. Now, maybe it would have been a little bit more easier for him if he had it earlier in the game. But he's still pretty efficiently clearing with his avatar, so... Dropping in the Daughter of Frailty. She's going to be all alone there on the board next turn.
And still, Trump seems to be in a decent position here.
Yeah.
Probably should have raised his energy just so he could use both Concentrate Venom and Toss Log. And he got another Eradicate. And these Eradicates aren't really good when
a little bit of
dealing
frustration
with
here.
1-2 units.
Yep. And a curse. Well, overcharge would get him really low, and that would be GG, but...
He'll probably go for energy so he can dump that and play his Devour Reality.
Mm-hmm.
Getting rid of
Two
everything.
Eradicates.
He isn't too happy about drawing that second
Yeah.
Eradicate
Pretty bad
because Trump is going. He has 5.
Ooh, Rodra
is
Knight. Oh
that
my
might
god.
be lethal now. So that's 3, 5. It actually isn't.
Yeah.
So it's just 7 damage.
Just 7 damage.
Just 7 damage.
He's thinking about overcharging.
Well, what he could do is actually, he can actually get rid of, subdue Zhutag. That would
Oh, yeah.
eliminate the Eradicates from his hand. He wouldn't be able to do anything after that.
Yeah.
And he's going to do just
Yeah,
that.
he is actually going for it.
Now he can safely play all of his units from his hand because he knows that now Devour Reality is not an issue. And
what a
this
game.
just might be the game for Trump.
Yeah, definitely.
Advancing to the finals, his opponent putting up a pretty good fight.
I don't know what could Groink possibly pull out here.
Well, there is
another energy card, as I said,
literally
which
nothing
he
he
cannot
can do.
use. So I think this is going to be another surrender. Really,
Yeah,
no way out of it.
and
There
that
we
is
go. There
Trump
we go.
going 2-1.
Another surrender.